and welcome to another episode of Have We Made It Yet? Today we will be doing a new segment called Better Know Your Host. I am Lucas Ng, your host. Here today we will be meeting with Josh Yang, my co-host. Josh Yang.
Hello.
Don't talk.
Oh, okay.
Born in 1992 on April 8th to parents Don and Sarah, he's had a classical upbringing that saw him excel at academics. In 2018, he moved to Toronto to change his scenery and meandered into the comedy as a side project, a passion project. Best known for his comedic bits on the monotone GPS and his broken nightstand. You can catch him when this pandemic ends at your local open mic or at the Fresh Rice Showcase. Mr. Josh Yang, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
So we will be starting with a list of questions, and please deliver them honestly, truthfully, genuinely, authentically, you. First question. Have you made it yet?
I have not.
Okay.
And Lucas, have you made it yet?
This show's not about me.
Okay.
Josh, what is your favorite word?
Minimum.
What is your least favorite word?
Maximum. No. Least favorite word. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I haven't really thought of it. Least favorite word. Well, see, I like minimum because if you write it in cursive, it just looks like scribbles. So it's like you're doing the same thing over and over again, but it's actually a word. And I guess my least favorite word would have to be something that annoys me. So oh my gosh, I don't think I have a least favorite word. I think all words are equally important, especially in how you use it. Really, what is the man behind the words? That's what I want to know.
Josh, what is
Yes.
your second least favorite word?
That's my second least favorite.
What turns you on?
What does turn me on? Humor. They have to get my jokes. Oh, they don't have to be funny, and they just have to get my jokes. That's all that matters. Yeah.
What turns you off?
That they don't get my jokes. I mean, I'm funny, so it's their problem if they don't get it.
What sound or noise do you hate?
You know that sound at the end? No, I do like silence. Silence is nice. Indecisiveness. You know, when somebody sounds indecisive.
What sound or noise do you love?
I don't think that's appropriate for any public sphere. Laughter. Yes, laughter. People laughing at my jokes. People is all very me related.
Hmm.
Mm.
When was the last time you felt ecstasy?
Oh wow. I mean, personal time. Just whenever I'm just by myself and I'm able to really focus. You know, do hobbies. Um, yeah, during personal time. So I don't know, 45 minutes ago. No, all right.
When was the last time you felt despair?
Probably every time President Trump tweets. Yeah.
Hmm. What's the one place you feel most at home?
Someone else's house.
What is your favorite curse word?
Ooh. See, when you can pull off a CUNT, then I think that has a very sharp hit to it, and it's a lot more accentuating your feelings in the moment than your classic say fuck or motherfucker. So I would have to say cunt.
What what are you most proud of?
Hmm. The most proud of okay, now I kind of wish I had these questions ahead of time. Maybe I would say whenever I'm on stage, I feel the most proud of me. Again, I'm not that self-centered, but when I'm able to make somebody laugh, it does make me very happy and fulfilled. Um, oh, and I guess family. Oh, family sometimes.
What pains you the most?
Pang or pain?
Pains.
Uh, pains me the most.
Yes.
Um, I would say ignorance, stupidity, and a general lack of self-awareness.
Hmm.
Mm.
What profession, other than your own, would you like to attempt?
Hmm. Architecture.
Why architecture?
I think because it would sound nice. I'm not a very good drawer. Or maybe chef. Maybe writer. Maybe hosting my own travel show so that I can travel on a production budget. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's it.
What makes you stop?
A bullet.
When did you get your heart broken last?
Oh, I don't have a heart. I mean, is that not obvious? It doesn't sound like I have a heart. When is that? Oh, well, probably when I didn't get an interview. Probably that's the last time I got my heart broken. But then it's already a hollow chasm that is just. Next question.
If you had to go to heaven alone or hell with your friends, where would you go?
Heaven alone.
Why?
One's heaven, the other is hell. And I feel like if you brought your friends to hell, that would make you the worst friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think happens when we die?
Uh, 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 I don't know. I don't really know.
What do you think happens? My bad. Should you be the last person on Earth, what would you do first?
Well, I'm going to need more context. Last person on Earth. Should I? Will I? Will I? I don't know if I will be. Should I? I mean, if the purposes of procreation, if I'm the last person on Earth, that doesn't really matter. I think I might suit pretty well being the last person on Earth, considering like, I don't know, I feel like I'm able to, be content. I can be by myself for a certain period of time. Like I don't think I necessarily have an internal struggle. Like I feel like I'm not naturally extroverted, so it's not like I feel like I need other people or else I'll go insane. Like I feel like I've grown up with the ability to be able to be alone with my thoughts.
How do you deal with loneliness?
Personal time. Yeah, we watch Netflix and stuff.
Is isolation a big cause for concern for you?
Maybe, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. What do you think? Oh, you're not there. You don't exist. All right. I think I should be fine.
If there was one thing that you could fix about your body, what would it be?
One thing? I mean,
One thing.
other than the thing most men would choose, or the thing I would choose. Probably the thing most men would choose. I'd make it smaller.
Have you ever regretted your time with any of your former or current friends?
Well, it'd be embarrassing to say that in front of them right now, so I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't actually. I don't think so. I enjoy spending time with people, especially people that I know or semi know.
Red shoes, yellow shoes, blue shoes. Which shoe are you?
Blue.
Why blue?
You forget? Did you forget that? That was one of the options. Blue because I think it best suits my personality. It's a calm color. Oh, somebody got a message. And yeah, I think blue works well with the so unprofessional. So unprofessional. Ugh. Makes me regret spending time with you. That was a callback. That was a callback. Yeah.
If there was one picture that you can take that could encapsulate your life, what would that picture look like?
Probably be a picture of someone trying to take a photo of me for my dating profiles. And then they would ask me, it's like, I'd stand there and then they would ask, like, Josh, smile. And then I would smile. And then they would be like, they take the photo, then they look at the photo, and then they're like, then they have a weird look on their face. And then they'd be like, no, Josh, actually smile. And I would be smiling, but it's not good enough for them. It's not good enough for anybody.
How did your last date go?
Mm. It was okay. Saw me do stand up, I guess.
Funny, that's the next question. You brought your date to a stand-up set?
It was like it was a casual thing.
When was the last time that you got hurt?
Ooh. Well, we already went with the mental aspect of it. So physically hurt. Um, I don't even remember. I just remember getting headbutted. I got headbutted once when I was in Lisbon a few years ago. That was the last time I got like physically hurt by somebody. And they were already pretty drunk out of their mind, and I think they were trying to pick me up, but it's like, it was a guy, he was very drunk. So I don't even know. It was awkward. He kept saying, give me numbers. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, no, give me numbers. It's like, buddy, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like, you know what you're talking about. It's like, what do you want? What do you want from me? And then there's like, oh, you know what I want. I'm like, no, I do not. I'm not sure what you want. And then it's like, okay, I think we're done here. And then I moved away, and then they were still standing there like drunk, kind of, moving, kind of like standing like a zombie-ish. And then as I like move my head away and move back, just headbutts me out of nowhere. So then I get headbutted in the face, fall back onto the ground, and I'm like bleeding because the inner part of my lip is a little cut, right? And then I look, it's like, as I'm going down, like kind of slow motion, I'm like stunned. And then I get on the ground and I'm like, oh, wait a second. This guy just headbutted me. Am I in a fight? I've never been in a fight. Is this a fight? Oh, this is a fight. I should hit him back. And then he was like, the other guy was stumbling out in front of me, completely drunk. And I thought, I was like, oh, maybe I should kick him in the head. And then he headbutted me. And then I saw him, and he was just like drunk out of his mind that he didn't know what was happening. And then in that moment, I was like, oh, well, even if I hurt him, you wouldn't even know what was happening. So it would feel like pointless. So all in the span of like a split second, I was like, somebody headbutted me. What's happening? Oh, am I in a fight? I'm in a fight. I should hit him. Oh, I guess not, because he's already there. So then I was like, you know what? Just fuck off. That was the last time I got physically hurt by somebody. Rejection's tough, man. Rejection's tough.
What was the last dream that you remember?
I remember. Did I have a dream? I might have had a dream today. I did have a weird dream where, like, I think I went camping, or it was like a cottage scenario, and then it was with a random group of people. And then at the end of it, I was like, there was a burglar person came in through like one of the doors, and then they had a gun, and I was like pinned up against the wall, kind of in fear. It's like, oh, what's happening? And then I got shot in the head. So that was the last dream I remember.
Has there been a time in a dream where you woke up crying?
Maybe it might have been one of those dreams where I dreamt my parents dying, but that usually happens like once every few months. But that doesn't. I don't see that as a thing. So, no, I guess okay. So that was. I maybe just happened once.
If heaven exists and you went there, who would you go to first?
Who would I go to first? Maybe Jesus. Yeah,
it's probably really busy.
Wow,
it's probably a lineup.
I'm pretty sure he can make time because it's heaven and like probably infinite amount of time or space or whatnot.
If hell exists and you end up there, who would you try to avoid the most?
Avoid the most. I feel like I'd avoid most everybody. Yeah, probably everybody. I mean, who like I wouldn't want to avoid Hitler. I think I would actually be interested in talking to Hitler and being like, so what was your plan at the end? Like, where did you see yourself really going? And I was like, yeah.
Last question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Oh, right. This is the classic James Lipton inside the actor studio question. He always does that at the end, right? He always does that at the end. It's like, what would you ask? What would he say to you? What would he say to you? I really like that joke you told that one time. That would mean so much. That would mean so much to me. If I knew that he laughed at one of my jokes, then I'd be like, okay, this is my God. I'm easy. I'm an easy get. I'm an easy get. You just tell me I'm funny and I'll be like, yeah. I am easy.
Lastly, what are your handles?
Josh Yang Comedy on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If I may plug, I'm actually thinking, I've been working on a separate concept podcast called Sleep with Josh Yang. Since we're all quarantined, I thought maybe I'd think of ways to like really expand on that. And it's the podcast where you sleep with Josh Yang, and I feel like it has some good potential. Basically, I'll be reading random things, the dictionary, the phone book, maybe laws, the terms and services of Apple or other companies that people are supposed to read, but they don't really read. And the whole point is that I'll read it in my monotone voice and it'll lull you to sleep. So if that's what you're into, be sure to come sleep with Josh Yang. And if you like it, tell all your friends that you sleep with Josh Yang, because the more people who sleep with Josh Yang, the better. That's what I'd say.
Lastly, very lastly, how can people find this podcast?
I believe all you have to do is look at yourself in the mirror and say the name 3 times and it'll appear. Have we made it yet? Have we made it yet? Or have we made it yet? So either the podcast will appear miraculously or you'll descend into a deep, deep depression when you realize you haven't. So you can find it on YouTube, Have We Made It Yet podcast, Spotify and Apple Podcasts, Have We Made It Yet podcast. Twitter. We don't really tweet much. And Instagram and Facebook. They're actually, you know what? No, actually, the handles are HWMIY. We made it. Podcast. HWMIY podcast.
Thank you for attending this talk with our host, Josh Yang. We appreciate your attendance in this, and you can find me at Lucas John Ng on Facebook and on Instagram. We will have another episode of Better Know Your Host in a few upcoming weeks. Thank you so much. And
thank you, Lucas. What's happening?
Okay. Signing off.
Wait, are you still signing off, or are we? Okay.